Welcome back to Cardinals franchise, also known as the greatest Madden team ever assembled, apparently. Somehow, in year one, through 5 weeks of football, we have yet to lose. Trey Benson leads the league in rushing yards, Marvin Harrison is second in the league in receiving yards, and we have won multiple games in the dying minutes. I have spoken over and over about how I do not expect this success to last, but it would also be stupid of me to not pursue a playoff spot at this point. We're 5-0. We've got to be able to make the playoffs. Obviously, when you look at this team, we don't look amazing. We don't really have a quarterback, and the right side of this O-line sucks. And with the injury to our center, it's even worse. We also have seen an astounding number of drops by Trey McBride this year, which is very frustrating because he's one of the best tight ends in football. But hey, we live. However, there is one thing of note, and it's crazy because I didn't even know this was possible in Madden. But Trey Benson earned Superstar in the middle of the year without a breakout challenge. I was not given a breakout challenge before the game. He was NFC Player of the Week, which you can see right here. Offensive Player of the Week, 20 carries, 181 yards, 2 touchdowns. But randomly got Superstar. Like, randomly. I don't know how this happened. Offensive Player of the Week plus Superstar Dev. I didn't know that was a thing you could get Superstar Dev for. That's crazy. But that's also sick. Now Trey Benson gets abilities, and his development is even faster. He's officially the franchise back. Okay, sorry. That sidetracked me, but that's the first time I've seen that. So that was cool. Anyways, defensively for this team, there's definitely some young talent sprinkled around. But outside of Budda Baker, we don't really have a star on defense. Walter Nolan is potentially going to be very good in the future. Jordan Burch, we're going to look to get involved here soon. Will Johnson's probably going to be very good in the future. But yeah, like Josh Sweat is our next best player, and he has had some incredible performances this year. But he's an 84 overall, and he's old. Like, that's our second best defender. So, I don't know. This team, there's definitely some work to be done. But it would be remiss of me to not try and capitalize on this 5-0 start. My first move of this episode, though, will be moving on from Zaven Collins. I would like to get the rookie Jordan Burch. I would like him to start for the rest of the season, honestly. And so that means we got to move on from Zaven Collins. To me, Burch's potential and his development are way more important to me than the potentially minorly better production that Zaven might give us. So yeah. And I think we're going to take, out of the trade finder, we're going to take this Brandon Dorless deal. A young D-tackle, hopefully he might have to play next year. It's just depth at that position because we're old. And there's a 5th-round pick involved here. So we're going to take this straight up. All right, and after some adjustments there, we're going to have Jordan Burch starting on the left edge now across from Josh Sweat. I like it. I think the reps for him are going to be good, and I see him developing into a pretty good player. He's got a very balanced skill set right now, which is great, and he's obviously one of our focus players every week. So yeah, we're hoping he's going to be an edge rusher of the future, and he's 6'4", 280 with good speed. So like I'm not worried about this at all. I think he's going to be great. So outside of that, we're going to get ready for this game against the Colts here in Week 6. They are an 85 overall team, significantly better than us, but they are 1-4 on the seasons. Danny Dimes in simulation is not getting it done. I'm going to hop into weekly strategy, though, and get that done first. And yeah, we're keeping the same focus players that we've had. It's probably going to be this all year. So I'm going to play these mini games, and then I'll be back for the Colts game. All right, and with all goals earned, we have completed practice. Trey McBride will not be playing in this game. No one out on defense, though. Well, that sucks. Those golds did give us some player upgrades. Marvin, Trey Benson, Will Johnson, Jordan Burch. Let's go. A lot of guys to upgrade. All right, and I will not show this mock draft. Again, as a reminder for those who are new or for those who don't know, I'm bringing a draft class in from my college football series. But we don't know who's leaving yet, so I can't make a mock draft or anything until the end of the season, if that makes sense. There's going to be an entire episode dedicated to the draft class, how I made it, the top players, etc., etc. With that said, I think that's everything we need before we get ready for Indianapolis here. They don't look very good. They're allowing 25 a game. They're only scoring 19. Our defense has been quite good. Our offense has been the best in the league, arguably. mostly on the back of Trey Benson. Last thing before we get going, we're gonna attempt to re-sign Jalen Thompson. I do think we are gonna offer him a little more money. I don't want to pay him that much, but we've got decent cap room, and he's a good player. I don't think we're gonna be able to replace him that quickly, so we're gonna sign him. And Jalen Thompson has re-signed on a 2-year deal. So yeah, let's do this thing. The Colts are going to be in their current homes, blue and white, pretty simple there. And today we're in Lucas Oil. We're taking on the Colts on the road, and I'm a little bit concerned. Their offense has some talent behind Jonathan Taylor. Clearly they have not got it done in sim, but in person he could be a problem if they utilize him right. So we'll see what happens. We're kicking off the start. Alec Pierce is back to return. Hopefully we can murder him. It's also Oregon State legend Anthony Gould back there out to the 26. So here comes our first look at Danny Dimes and the Colts offense. JT's in the backfield. Quick throw underneath. We try and blow him up. Doesn't work. And they're on to 2nd and 6. I'm on Davis Gaither. I get caught by the play action. They throw it right over my head. And on first down, Jonathan Taylor breaks a big tackle. Gets down to the 35 or so. Danny Dimes here with a lot of time in the pocket. Finds Tyler Warren. A broken tackle. Takes like 17 guys to get him on the ground. And they're moving. They're driving. Look, Budu Baker is hurt, but it says he'll be back shortly, so we'll sub him out for a play or two. Another play action. Deion Jones with no time. Throws it away. 2nd and 10 pretty quick on this first drive here. Throws it right to me, and I can't believe it's not a user pick. I was trying to cover both those routes, and on the next play, Danny Dimes finds the first down on a 13-yard scramble. Followed by a handoff to JT, cuts back, gets him to the 5-yard line, and then on second and 3, he hits Josh Downs, doesn't pick up the first down, but they sneak for it like losers. And on 1st and goal, it's a handoff to JT, who cuts 3 times in the short distance and scores a touchdown as we look at the back of some fan for some reason. So they have a long first drive. They score pretty quick. Now we need to answer. We'll see how good our offense can do. Obviously, Trey Benson has been elite recently, so we're going to go to him early and often. That's the obvious play here. Up the middle, there's a little bit of space. We find maybe 3. And on 2nd down, we're going right back to him. Inside zone. Decent blocks there. The center gets shed. 3rd and 5 on the first drive. Marvin Harrison separates on this drag. A lot of space, and he's got the distance. He's got the legs to get out to the 50. So we're moving now. Running to the left side of our line, the stronger side. I should have cut instead of juked there. So we only get a yard. 2nd and 9. We're looking to throw again, and it's just a straight drop from Tyler Lockett. Unfortunately, we've had problems with that this year. A lot of time in the pocket. Didn't see anything getting open other than the check down, and I hit the wrong button, but Michael Wilson made a great play there. And on the next play, we go back to the ground, nothing doing. 2nd and 10, looking maybe at the Texas for Trey Benson, but the out route gets open. It's a low throw, but it's brought in, and it's 3rd and 5. And of course, we go right back to our guy. Trey Benson picks it up easily, gets us to the 10-yard line. 1st and goal here. We're going play action. Looking for B, but it's not open, so we hit the drag, get a few more yards. We're down to the 4. And we're handing it off to the money man, but there's nothing there. They blow up that run play, and somebody's hurt. Thankfully, it's a Colt, not us. We'll go screen on 3rd and goal. The block's set up pretty well, and Trey Benson's in the end zone. 7-7, and we needed that. Their offense looked electric on that first drive, but we matched them play for play pretty much. So here we are. They're back on offense now. I'm on Davis Gaither. I'm sitting on the curl. Nowhere to go. He dumps it down to the flat, and Pierce gets rocked. Oh, wait, that was Josh Downs. Excuse me. And that's the end of the first quarter. So now it's 2nd and 6 for Danny Dimes in the offense. And we've got another quarter of football to go. It's play action. I get absolutely burned by the play action. I thought it was there. And Will Johnson pushes the tight end out of bounds. We live with it. Danny Dimes in the shotgun now. Pressured early. Gets the throw off to Tyler Warren. It's 6 yards. And on 2nd and 4, they go read option. Finds a decent amount of space. Gets hit hard. Ball's on the ground, but they fall on it. Almost forced a turnover there. Would have been really nice, but we'll live. I'm on it with Mac Wilson this time. I know there's play action, but I can't get to Daniel Jones in time. He gets the throw off, and they get down to the 22. And here they are on an RPO bubble screen. Josh Downs gets the ball, and he fumbles it after a monster hit stick from Jalen Thompson. We pick up the ball. It's a huge play from our recently re-signee, Jalen Thompson. Now we're looking for quick change, a big play here. Trey Benson gets 9. And we're going right back to him on second down. Run to this left side. Not a lot there, 3rd and 1. So we decide to pass on 3rd. The out route we're hoping gets open, but it's broken up by Traveris Ward and just shut down. You can see when he makes the break, he looks open. But the closing speed from Traveris Ward is incredible, and then he makes a really nice athletic play there to block it. And realistically, the ball should have gone to Michael Wilson. You can see him right here. He's separated. He was matched up with a linebacker, and I just missed it, which is very unfortunate. And so we punt the ball back to the Colts, who go read option again with Danny Dimes and get 5. But Danny Dimes goes down hurt, so AR's in the game now, which is scary because his legs, he's a freak athlete, and that could be a problem in Madden. His accuracy in his throwing isn't amazing, but we know he can run as he gets pressured there and throws away. And, yeah, this is a... He checks it down here to Tyler Warren again for 5 yards. And Danny Dimes comes back in the game, so I guess he wasn't that hurt. Dumps it to Jonathan Taylor. We cut stick him, but he gets the first down. And then they go read option with the recently injured Daniel Jones, who breaks a tackle, but then gets tracked down around the 2-yard line and goes out of the game again hurt. I don't know why they decided to run with him after he just got hurt, but this is the problem AR causes. He can run. We have no one home. He has an easy walk-in touchdown, and we're down 7. But Trey Benson is looking to change it as he finds 10 on first down. We're looking to pass around midfield here. I don't see anything coming open, so we're going to probably throw this one away. Incomplete. 2nd and 10 with 22 seconds to go in the half. Trying to run with Jacoby Brissett. We get tracked down from behind. It's 3rd and 4. 10 seconds left now. Trying to take a shot to the sideline. Michael Wilson makes an incredible catch and gets out of bounds to stop the clock. I still don't know how he caught this ball, to be honest. That is the most perfect pass coverage. Like, the defender's arm is phasing through Michael Wilson's. He's pulling the ball down. Wilson catches it with one hand, but it's the wrong hand to catch it with. Makes no sense physically, but he makes a catch. Gets us 3 points going into halftime, which is huge for our momentum. We're down 14-10. Yeah. So here we go. Start of the 3rd quarter. In the 2nd half, we're going back to Trey Benson because why wouldn't we? Decent blocks, and we get 9. He's 10 for 41. Not his best start, but we're looking for more. Michael Wilson throws a great block on the safety there, and Trey Benson is gone. Absolutely gone. Into the end zone, 60 yards in 2 runs on that drive right there. And check out this key block from Michael Wilson. He's got a corner right in front of him, just beelines it past him to block the safety, and Trey Benson's out of there. So, 2 plays, and we get a touchdown. They run a designed QB run for Anthony Richardson, and he finds his way into the secondary, past the 50 to the 42. His legs are posing a real threat. He hasn't thrown it much. We get home there, so he darts it, 2nd and 10. But we're yet to be threatened, really, by his arm. It's more his legs as he dumps it underneath. 3rd and 4 now on the 36. He's got nowhere to go. He's running around trying to find space. Steps up, tries to make a great throw, but the receiver isn't looking, so they have to kick. They tie the game with that 3, and we get the ball back on offense. We're going to play action first play. We've run it so much. It does not fool the D-tackle, though. We're trying to get away. The release route releases at the perfect time when we get 6. And then we're going back to the run, because why wouldn't we? Trey Benson with a huge hole up the middle. Finds another 15 or 20. He's over 100 all of a sudden. And he's running well. So we're looking to pass this time. We dump it off to Trey Benson. Pressure got home early, but he falls forward for 6 there. And now we're trying to run it off the left side of our line, the stronger side. The blocks are pretty good. We cut up inside the tackle, wait for Paris Johnson to get to that next level, and we're gone again. We spin out the safety, track down from behind, but we're in the 15. And there's an injury timeout, and it's Will Hernandez. Another O-lineman goes down hurt. But look at this route from Marvin Harrison. A perfect post, find the end zone. We go up 24-17, and he hits a back handspring because he's a stupid athlete. Now the Colts are back on offense, and Jonathan Taylor is too fast for Davis Gaither. Buda Baker slows him down, but he's out to the 50. AR in the backfield. Hits a quick throw. I missed the hit stick there. Pittman falls forward for a first down there on the 36 again. Now I'm baiting this curl with Taylor Demerson, and it's a user pick. Anthony Richardson's on the idiot board. Idiot, idiot, idiot. Terrible throw. It's a turnover, and we're back on offense. Quick change. Jacoby Brissett now on 3rd and 9 all of a sudden. And we look to get a throw off. It was a horrible 3 and out from our offense. And the Colts go right back on offense. Anthony Richardson looking to make a play here. Takes off running early. We step up and absolutely boom him, but he doesn't fumble somehow. And we find out Jacoby Brissett gets hurt on that sack. He will not return to this game. That means Kedon Slovis is our only option at quarterback. We traded away Kyler. Jacoby's now hurt. It's Kedon Slovis. And you can see right here, we don't know how long he's going to be out, but he is out for at least this game. So our team now in a little bit of disarray. That throw from AR is terrible, though. Hits somebody in the head. Almost picked off. Incomplete. And now we see Kedon Slovis handing the ball off to Trey Benson, which is all that he should be doing at this point. Nice broken tackle, and we're out to the 40. Trey Benson got a little bit banged up there, but he's fine. He's back in the game. It's 3rd and 5 now. We need a conversion here. It's going to be hard to pull away with Kedon Slovis at QB. A conversion here helps a lot. Trey Benson fights for it, gets there by about an inch, and that takes us to the end of the 3rd quarter. Big news with Jacoby Brissett going down. We really cannot be having that. And we'll see if Kedon Slovis can make a throw here. He tries to deliver to Marvin Harrison. The slant's broken up, so we're going back to the run. Trey Benson takes off, tries to spin, doesn't get it, but picks up the 1st down. Now we're 2nd and 7. As we keep driving, Trey Benson falls forward for another 1st down, but it's an injury timeout. Thankfully, this time it's a Colt. Kedon Slovis to throw again, delivers a nice ball here to Tyler Lockett. 2nd and 2, his best throw of the day so far, and it's back on the ground. We pick up a 1st down there. We're inside the 20, and we're trying to go a screen to DeMercado, as it looks like Trey Benson has been a little bit banged up. He hasn't played in the last 2 or 3 plays, so we're looking DeMercado on the screen, makes a nice juke, gets us down to 3rd and 3, but he's not injured, so he should be back in the game at some point. As we go RPO to Marvin Harrison, I thought it was going to be a touchdown. We end up on the 1, and we're going to hand it off to Michael Carter on 3rd and goal. They stop us twice, but they can't stop us 3 times. We're in the end zone, 31-17. That should pretty much wrap this game up. They've got 3 minutes to go and score 2 touchdowns. As Anthony Richardson takes off, spins, fumbles the ball because he gets hit. I don't know why he's spinning in that situation. And Kedon Slovis has it back on offense, but we're instantly in a 3rd down situation. He tries to deliver. They stop us short. They call a timeout. But we're going to kick to go up 34-17. That'll make it a 3-score game with just about 2 minutes to go. Essentially no hope for the Colts. No Daniel Jones. AR has turned it over twice already. It's looking bad. But here they come for the drive. Finds Pittman, who breaks a tackle. Another one, and gets out to the 40. They're looking to put together a quick drive here. That took us to the 2-minute warning, but they're back out on offense. It's a great throw into the seam to Josh Downs. I got to respect that one. And they're moving. 1st and 10 again. Anthony Richardson with way too much time. Takes off to run. Breaks that tackle somehow. And 2 more, and it takes like 9 guys to tackle him, but he loses some yards on the broken tackles. They do pick up that 1st down. AR to run again. We missed the 1st tackle, but check this out. Jalen Thompson with the cut stick, and Anthony Richardson fumbles the ball 3 inches from the end zone. Mack Wilson picks it up. You can see right here. He is incredibly close to the end zone before this ball comes out. He's on the 1 here. He falls forward. Ball comes loose, literally 6 inches from the goal line. A great play from Jalen Thompson, and that wraps up the game, 34-17. It's another win. We go to 6-0. Jacoby Brissett played really well in this game, threw the 2 touchdowns, but him going down hurt is a huge problem. Because Kedon Slovis literally was 5 of 8 for 28 yards. Like, he did nothing. I don't trust his arm at all, so I'm going to hand the ball off every time. But also, we saw Trey Benson get banged up in this game, so I don't love it. As for rushing, Trey Benson, 20 carries for 199 yards and a touchdown. That 57-yard run was awesome. He's a monster. This is probably another player of the week performance for the NFC. He is ridiculous, and that superstar is going to make him develop even faster. I'm loving how he's doing right now. And Michael Carter came in, got 6 carries, didn't do anything crazy, but did score. So we respect that. Receiving-wise, we didn't throw the ball that much, to be honest. But Trey Benson did find the end zone through the air as well, so that's another 2-touchdown game. And Marv had another really nice game, 3 for 42, and he was in the end zone again. I think that's 6 straight games he's been in the end zone, if I remember correctly. And, of course, Michael Wilson had that crazy catch at the end of the first half that set us up for points. So he had a solid game there, too. And defensively, it was Budda Baker and Akeem Davis-Gaither that led the way. 12 tackles for Budda, 11 for Davis-Gaither, 8 for Thompson. A decent number of TFLs. No sacks in this game, which is unfortunate, but we do get the pick for Taylor Demerson. It was a user lurk, And as a team, we forced 4 fumbles. That's insane. We recover, if I remember right, we recovered 3 of them. Mac Wilson dives on 2. Yeah, incredible game from our defense. They forced 4 turnovers, which is like an average. And after the game, we check on Jacoby Brissett. It's 3 to 7 weeks. We're hoping it's 3, not 7, as we're left with only Kedon Slovis as our option. You can see he's not great. The accuracy is bad. 86 throw power is not very good. The only thing he's got going for him is that 81 speed, 85 excel. Like, he's kind of an athlete, so maybe we can run, but the accuracies and the throwing stats are not good. So we've decided to pick up Max Duggan. He's not going to start because it feels unrealistic for him to come in and start right away. He wouldn't know the system at all. But we need a backup because if Kedon Slovis gets hurt, then we literally have no QB. So I want to pick up Duggan. If I feel like it. And the reason really we picked him up is the 88 speed, 88 excel. So if we want a QB designed run or anything like that, we can bring him in. He can definitely handle that early. He does have 88 throw power. So if we need to start him at some point, if Slovis really sucks, we could think about it. And yeah, with that, we're going to advance the week. It's heartbreaking to see Brissett go down because he was playing pretty well for us, honestly. And yeah, it looks like Trey Benson did get NFC Offensive Player of the Week again with over 200 scrimmage yards and 2 touchdowns. He's just having an insane season. So we'll do our weekly training right here before we play Green Bay. Same focus players as always. We'll run through these mini games, hopefully get gold. And I will make sure that Hernandez, McBride, and Benson all rest in practice so that they don't get hurt. I need everyone I can to be ready to go full power in this game. And you can see we finished the drills, got all gold, so we're going to simulate now. Hopefully we see no injuries. I would hate if we had more injuries like the Trey McBride one last week. And it looks like everyone's fine. Obviously we have the 3. Walter Nolan did get a skill upgrade after that game, or a skill point from the drill. And we're going to work, I think, on a speed rusher. I want to keep him balanced as a player. He's already a pretty good nose, and the power moves are good. The finesse moves are lacking a little bit. So we're going to hit that, and we get +3 finesse moves, which is pretty good for him. So here we go against Green Bay. They've been bad. They're 1-4. Their offense has not been good, and their defense has been the worst in the NFL scoring-wise, allowing 31 points a game. My concern is Micah Parsons and Xavier McKinney. Their 2 best players are defensive players, as you see our jerseys here. But their defense could play a lot better in-game than they do in-sim. And with Kedon Slovis as my option, that is a bit scary. So we get ready. At least we're home for this one. It gives us a better chance. But no QB play means it's going to be near impossible. And Jordan Love, we know, is pretty good in Madden, so that'll be interesting as well. We do kick off to start, as per pretty much always. Christian Watson back there to return. Hopefully he doesn't do anything crazy here as he breaks the tackle. We hold him down inside the 25. And Jordan Love and the offense head out for the first time. Josh Jacobs could also be a problem. We saw Jonathan Taylor not do much last week, but also the Colts just didn't give him the ball. And I don't imagine that Green Bay's going to do the same thing. Nice out route there to Matthew Golden. Picks up 3rd and 2 now. We need to stop here. It's a user blitz with Davis Gaither. We dive and get his ankles. It's a sack on the first drive, 3 and out. And here comes Kedon Slovis in the offense for the first time. It's his first start in his career. And he hands it off to Trey Benson, which will likely be what he does most of this game. That is the goal, at least. If we're playing well, he's just going to hand it off to Trey Benson. We'll be fine. As Trey Benson breaks to the secondary here. Can't make the safety miss, but is down to the 45. And we're running this essentially the same play off to the left side. They're on it this time. Shut it down. But we're going right back to the ground. We get up the middle for like 5, but it's 3rd and 6, and we probably have to pass here. Kedon Slovis looks around, sees Marvin Harrison open, and does deliver. That was a pretty good throw from Kedon. But we're back to the ground. No second guessing. Nice block there in the secondary from Michael Wilson. Xavier McKinney stops Trey Benson from a touchdown, but we're on the 9. And we're looking to throw. If they blitz, Tyler Lockett will be wide open, and he is. Dives in the end zone. And Kedon Slovis has a passing touchdown on the first drive. That is not how I thought this game would go. Packers are back on offense. Josh Jacobs to the outside, breaks a tackle. We do cut him, but he's up to the 50 almost already. Packers are looking to answer quickly. Jordan Love steps up, makes a cross-body throw to Tucker Kraft. That's an incredible throw, and they're inside the 10 already. I am thoroughly impressed by that throw. Josh Jacobs bounces it to the outside, finds the end zone, 7-7 in like 3 plays. So now Kedon Slovis and Trey Benson are back. Of course we're handing it to Trey Benson, but it's 3rd and 7 already. And that's the end of the first quarter, 7-7. So we're in a passing situation here, 3rd and 7. We're hoping Marvin Harrison wins. He does not, though. We're trying to go to the drag. It is caught, surprisingly, but we're short of the line to gain, so we punt it away. The Packers now in 2nd and 10. Deliver there to Romeo Doubs, who kind of breaks the tackle but goes out of bounds. But they do pick up the first down. Now they're 3rd and 15 after a sack. We've got a chance to get a stop here, and we really need one. We know our defense isn't great. He delivers it to Matthew Golden, but we rally to the ball. 4th and 8. They got to punt it back to us. But we're in a 3rd down situation instantly, basically. Kedon Slovis trying to outrun everybody, but it's Micah Parsons he's trying to outrun. Not going to happen. So we punt it back to them. The play action absolutely dummies our defense. We cannot make the tackle on Tucker Kraft initially, so he picks up the first down. And they're moving the ball. 2nd and 2 now, as they move down the field pretty quickly here. They go screen to Josh Jacobs. I get blocked, miss with my second user, and they're down to the 2-yard line. Just like that, they're looking to go 14. It's an easy pass to Matthew Golden. He stands there, or farms on us. It's 14-7. Now Kedon Slovis has 2 minutes to go the length of the field here and try and score. Trey Benson breaks for a nice run there up to the 50 on the first play, but we get to a 3rd down situation again. We have to throw. Marvin Harrison makes an insanely nice route there, though. Burns the corner. We deliver it. The ball's behind him, so it's not a touchdown, but it is a first down. And we hand it off again, up the middle to the 13. 1st and 10. We're looking for the end zone now. Tyler Lockett loses this out route. The corner plays it perfectly, and it's an interception. Now you can see here, this is covered. The safety steps up to make that play if I try and throw the in-breaker. Michael Wilson's running into the linebacker, so there's nothing there. So I'm just hoping Tyler Lockett's going to win because the wheel's covered as well. So I'm hoping Tyler Lockett wins this out route, but the corner's playing with outside leverage the whole time, just waiting for an outbreaker. And you can see he essentially starts cutting before Lockett does. He knows what the route is. He jumps it perfectly, runs the route for Tyler Lockett, and the ball just ends up getting thrown right to him. So now the Packers are back on offense. 52 seconds. They're trying to find points to make this a 2-score game. Throws it right to the feet of Josh Sweat on 3rd down. And that'll take us to the end of the first half. Kedon Slovis, I don't trust him to make a 40-second drive down the field, so we're not going to throw it. So we need it out to halftime. We're down 7, and we do get a halftime report this week.
Let's get right into it. Our trip around the NFL.
Raiders are 3-3, surprisingly, and the Chiefs are under 500, but they're looking to make their record the same with the division rival. That's an absolute dart from Mahomes. And Rashee Rice makes an insane hurdle off the catch. That's ridiculous. What a play from Rice. They win by 7. Both of those teams are now 3-4. Eagles, Vikings, 2 good teams in the NFC. We're obviously a no-loss team right now, so we're 2 games ahead of either of these. But Jalen Hurts is looking dangerous here. Is he just going to outrun everybody? Yep. That's insane. He's fast. 31-15. That's handling the Vikings. Vikings dropped to 3-3 with that. Eagles are now a 5-win team, so if we lose, we're in trouble. And look at that. The Saints are 0-6, and we have their first-round pick. Obviously, they have Kyler, but that's looking like a pretty good pick, and they have an invisible running back who is scoring, I guess. Oh, there's Kendre Miller. We didn't see him the first time. That's a funny glitch. Kyler Murray leads them to a win for their first one of the season. We see everything else around the league, though. Nothing crazy. The Jets lose again. Browns lose again. Jaguars lose again. But we're down 7. That's our number 1 priority, obviously. The Packers offense has looked pretty good. Jordan Love has made some insane throws in this game, but when they try and overrun the ball, they get into 3rd down situations, and then we can just play coverage pretty easily. And there was our pick, obviously. Tyler Lockett in the end zone that time. Yeah, I mean, it is what it is. Josh Jacobs also has 5 carries for 66 yards. That's kind of a problem. Love has only missed 2 throws in the entire half also, which is frustrating. But here we are. The Packers to kick off to us. Of course, we get the ball to start the second half. No surprise there. And Lockett's ready to return. We're looking for any sort of a hole, but it's not there. We spin out. Nothing doing. Start at the 25. We're up to the 37 now after the first play. We're dumping it off to the flat with Kedon Slovis. We can definitely make that throw. DeMarcado makes a man miss. Nice move there. 2nd and 4. And we're handing it off. Michael Carter looks for a gap up the middle there. Gets us to the 50. Now we're going play action. I see Marvin Harrison gets open. That's a great throw and catch. It was a little inaccurate, but it's over the linebacker's head, which is all we needed. And then we get great blocks here as Michael Carter takes off to the 16. We go 3rd and 11 now. They've stopped us on 1st and 2nd down. We're hoping to get something going. Marvin Harrison gets open. Kedon Slovis takes a hit but delivers, and Marvin Harrison finds the end zone. He's in the end zone for a 7th straight week, I think. He's dominating right now. And that was a really nice throw from Kedon Slovis. But Jordan Love answers. They're looking to go on a big drive here. First down to deliver. Now they're in a 3rd down situation. We need a stop, but he finds a wide open Tucker Kraft on a wheel. Buda Baker does track him down and trips him up somehow. Now they're 1st and goal, and he delivers a strike to Matthew Golden. That's his 2nd touchdown of the day, and we're in trouble. And look at what my corners do on this play. They run into each other, and they're literally making out as both receivers get wide open. So now we're down 7 again. We hand it off. Michael Carter finds space into the secondary, to the 40, to the 30. He's getting tracked down, but he's down to the 21. Big run from Michael Carter, who's now over 100 yards on the game. We look to throw with Kedon Slovis here. It's well covered on the comeback, so we have to kick, but that cuts it to 4, and we can live in a bend-don't-break mode with our defense now. And so we kick the ball off to Christian Watson, who gets ready to return. Takes off. We've got an unblocked run at him. It's a hit stick and a fumble, and we're on the ball. Special teams make a big play there to get it back. We're 1st and 10 now. Quick change once again. We're going to play action to see if we can catch him off guard here. The play action does work, but then the D-tackle realizes, gets there. It's a sack. Now it's 3rd and 21. Obvious passing situation. And I'm trusting my best guy, Trey McBride. Go up and get it. It's overthrown and picked off. Now, this is crazy because I think this safety turns to go with that corner and then just breaks on Trey McBride, makes a great athletic play here and catches it. And McBride doesn't animate on the ball. I don't know if it's just out of his reach or what, but yeah, that's an insane interception. And they get the ball back without giving up points there. Love steps up, delivers over the top. That's also an insane throw. It's the 2nd one of those of the game. Puts it just out of the reach of the safety, and now they're driving once again inside the 30. And he throws it right over my user. Somehow we don't break that ball up. I don't know how he held on to that. 1st and 10, they're looking for the end zone. Josh Jacobs breaks 1, but it's 2nd and 3. And that takes us to the end of the 3rd quarter. They're threatening to score once again. We're bringing a heavy package here, trying to stop the run. We get into the backfield there. It's 3rd and 5 now. And they have to throw. It's a user blitz with Mac Wilson. We find find Jordan Love, get a sack, and now they kick for 3. Kedon Slovis back on offense, tries to make this throw to Marvin Harrison on 3rd down. It doesn't work. You can see Micah Parsons just burn Jonah Williams. So we're out of time. We try and make this throw as Marvin Harrison turns to get open, but that's an insanely difficult throw. No surprise he doesn't make it. And we punt it away. It's a big punt down to the 15. We don't really get blocked right here. And it's a boom from Taylor Demerson, who picks it up and walks it into the end zone. No problem. Special teams with 2 big plays in this game, and that ties it up, which is huge. We needed the help. Our offense was struggling to score. Josh Jacobs blows up a tackler there and gets to the 45. Packers looking to make another nice drive here on the back of Jordan Love. Tucker Kraft makes a man miss. It's horrible user tackling from me, and they're inside the 30. Threatening another touchdown. They go screen to Josh Jacobs. I get pancaked. He breaks a tackle and gets to the 19. It's a 1st down. Now they're 3rd and 8 from the 16. Only 2 yards in the first 2 downs. They're looking to throw for the end zone. And that is an insanely tight window. An amazing throw and a nice toe drag swag from Matthew Golden. And then, of course, Tucker Kraft is wide open in the flat. They go up 7 again. So now, back on offense, we have 2 minutes to tie this game. I want to run the ball, but I'm not sure if we can with this heavy box. We go RPO, but it ends up working out. Michael Carter outruns Van Ness. And we find our way up to the 47 on the first play of the drive, which is huge. Now it's 3rd and 3. We have to throw here. They've shut down the run pretty well. We're looking to go, I don't know, no one's open. To the tight end maybe, throws it up, and it's picked off. That should pretty much end the game. Now I see Higgins just boxing this guy out. It's literally a basketball box out. There's no way, right? And then as soon as the ball gets close to him, he just moves out of the way. He's like, oh, you want it, bro? Here, you can have it. Let me just move out the way real quick and then go behind you. Like, I don't understand what that is. So we trust our tight end. We get a stop on 1st down, but 2nd down, they throw the ball, pick up the 1st down. We don't have enough timeouts. They kneel it out, and it's the first Cardinals loss of the year. Yeah, that one was a little heartbreaking. Slovis with the 3 interceptions. Our special teams made a big play for us, but yeah, Slovis 10 of 19, didn't even cross 100 yards, 2 touchdowns, 3 picks. Honestly, he started the game really well. That first drive, he threw a touchdown. He had another nice throw to Tyler Lockett. But after that, man, there was nothing happening for him. We tried to run as much as we could to keep the ball out of his hands, but we knew it wasn't going to be good. And Jordan Love was 27 of 30 for 360 yards and 3 touchdowns. By the way, he only had like 120 at halftime. That second half was insane. He just dominated, and we had no answer. Rushing-wise, Michael Carter was great when he came in for Benson, but that's mostly on the back of 2 or 3 big runs. The rest of the 10 carries were like 1 or 2 yards, which wasn't great. And, of course, Trey Benson got hurt after 13 carries. It's just wear and tear, but it's going to be a problem if it keeps happening because with Slovis as our starting quarterback, Benson's going to get the ball every play, and he needs to be able to handle the wear and tear. Otherwise, we're going to have to stick to Michael Carter, who can't get it done in short down scenarios. It's just those big pop runs. Receiving, Marvin Harrison was once again good. He's the only receiver really to get his. 4 catches for 63 and a touchdown again. Lockett, of course, with that touchdown as well. But, I mean, Slovis isn't going to make the throws that we hope for. And also, we had 4 drops in this game. So, like, how mad can you be? And for them, Matthew Golden had an insane game. So did Tucker Kraft. We just had no answer for their receiving core. And, I mean, it's the first time we really have felt outmatched. And it was a 1-4 Packers team. Obviously, they're better than that. But they were 1-4. Defensively for us, Davis Gaither leads the way with 10 tackles, 4 TFLs, and 2 sacks. Incredible game from him. Mack Wilson added a sack as well. A number of guys with TFLs, including the rookie Jordan Burch, which is what we wanted. That's why we're getting him reps. No picks, of course. A couple passes deflected. But Will Johnson also got fried in coverage today. He just got handled, which is not really what we want to see from our rookie corner. Hopefully he steps it up in the future. And then we do force a couple fumbles. Obviously it doesn't show either recovery because they were special teams. But that one from Taylor Demerson that he picked up and scored, that almost gave us a chance to win this game. So that was a beautiful play from him. And here's the team stats. You can see this first time this season we've lost the turnover battle. We turned over 3 times. They turned it over twice. We do score on one of them. But also the red zone percentage, they scored every time they were there. 4 touchdowns and 1 field goal. We turned it over twice in the red zone. 2 chances to score, and we throw 2 picks there. That's a big reason why we lost this game. Also, our run game with Trey Benson getting hurt, but you live. Also, Marvin Harrison got 3 skill points after that game. I don't know what happened. We'll check his progression history. And it looks like 8 receiving touchdowns means 10,000 XP for the young receiver. So that's awesome. That's going to get him up to an 85 overall base, which should unlock a 3rd ability. And we're going to keep working on the route running, obviously. We're going to go playmaker twice, at least, to see how the routes are. This one looks like a nice upgrade, actually. A couple break tackle, 2 catching is good. Let's see where he's at before we hit the last one. The route running is up significantly from where it was earlier this season. I think we're going to go deep throw on this one just to see if we can get some speed. Maybe some release. That'd be nice. Looks like a good one. And we do get +1 release, which is what we were looking for. And we unlock that last ability slot, which should be really nice for him. That's, I think, his 3rd ability now. So we're going to change up these abilities, and we'll be back. So we're going deep in elite, grab and go, and short elite. Better route running all around, and he can catch and move quickly, which will be nice. We also get one for Trey Benson. We'll go into elusive back again. No surprise there. We just want to keep upgrading him, help him make people miss in space because he has the speed. We also are going to change an ability, add recuperation to him. This should help with the wear and tear significantly so he doesn't leave games as much. And with that, that's pretty much the end of the episode. I hope you guys enjoyed this one. I know it was a little different. I did post commentary, and I was talking really fast because I was trying to speed up the games. If you like this style better, I mean, let me know. Leave a comment or something. I think I prefer to do live commentary during the games. This was kind of challenging to speak this quickly, trying to cut the games up. But it also did get through the episode quicker, so you see a little bit more. I don't know. You get my thoughts after the game. It was a good episode. We stay atop the division at 6-1. It is our first loss of the year. Detroit is the only other one-loss team in the NFC. I don't imagine we'll stay 1 loss with Kedon Slovis starting for at least 2 more weeks. But we're going to do our best to fight for the playoffs. New Orleans obviously 1-6 now, behind that win this week. But that pick looks to be a top 5 pick in the draft, which could be very, very beneficial for us. So we'll see what happens. I hope you guys enjoyed the episode. We'll be back for the next one soon enough. I'll probably go back to live commentary unless I get comments telling me to do it this way again. Appreciate you all. Thanks for watching. Leave a like, comment if you liked it. Feel free to subscribe. Check out my other content. I do a CFB series as well, which is going to bring the draft class into this universe. Yeah. Peace.